Dear students, today we will learn planar graphs. Okay, so today we will see that one. Now this is the definition of the planar graphs. A graph is called a planar if it can be drawn in the plane without any edges crossing. Okay, such a drawing is called a planar representation of the graph. Sometimes we will see in a graph crossing some edges. Okay, so that crossing generally we will see in the graphs. Okay, so if we draw the same graph without crossing that one, without crossing the edges, okay, all edges, every edge should not cross with another edge. So like that, if we draw the same graph without any violation, if we draw, then that graph is called as a planar graph. Now observe what is crossing. Crossing of edges is the intersection of the lines or arcs representing them at a point, then their common end point. A graph may be planar if it is usually drawn with crossing, because it may be possible to draw it in a different way without crossings. Okay, now we'll see here, for example, is K4 planar? Now see here, K4 graph is given. This is called as K4 complete graph with 4 vertices. Observe here, D to B, DB and CE, CA. These two edges are crossing here. Okay, so this is called as crossover. Can we draw this graph without crossings, without crossing? Okay, without intersection? Is it possible to draw? Observe here, the graph is shown here. Observe this one, the graph is same one, but A to C we are drawn without crossing. In another way we are drawing edge here through A to C. So if we draw like this, now this graph is called as a planar. Now original one only we will call it as a planar graph. Okay, now K4 is a planar graph because we can draw this graph without crossing. Now observe the similar one. Example is K3 planar. Of course, this is a graph K3 here. This graph cuboid, cube we will call. Okay, observe here, so many edges are crossing here. DCFB and HDCF. Okay, so like that, so many edges are crossing. So if we can draw this graph without crossing, can we draw? Observe this graph without any violation. We are drawing this graph without crossing any edges. Therefore, Q3 is planar graph. Now observe similarly K3 comma 3. This is very important. This problem is K3 planar graph. K3 comma 3 complete bipartite graph with 3 vertices in one set and another 3 vertices in another set. So a K3 comma 3 looks like this: V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6, and 3 vertices or another set in V4, V5, V6 in another set. Now V1 to V4, V5, V6 are adjacent. V2 is adjacent to V4, V5, V6, and V3 is adjacent to V4, V5, V6. Okay, so now this graph can we draw without crossovers? Okay, now observe. Now V1 to V4, V5, V6 edges are there. Now observe, we can draw without crossing V1 to V4, V1 to V5, V1 to V6. We can draw here. Here V1 is there. In the next graph, V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6 is there. So first of all, we will draw V1 to V4, V5, V6. V1 to V4, V1 to V5, V1 to V6 we have drawn. And the next V2 to V4, V5, V6 edges are there. So we will draw in this graph V2 to V4 first through this line, and V2 to V5 through this line, and V2 to V6 directly we are written a line that is an edge V2 to V6. Now this is completed from V2. Now go for V3. From V3 to observe V3 to V4, V5, V6 edge is there. Now we will draw here. Now first of all, how we will draw? V3 to V6 we are drawing. V3 to V5 is there. Now only one edge you have to draw, V3 to V4. How? Where is the V4 here? This is V4. Now without crossing. Okay, without crossings only we are writing now. Okay. Now how we will draw V3 to V4 without crossing any edge? Is it possible? Now observe. However, you can draw V3 to V4, it is not possible to draw an edge V3 to V4 to cross without crossing. Okay. So compulsory V3 to V4, if you draw a line, it should be crossed, it should be intersection with any one of the previous edges. So now we cannot draw K3 comma 3 without crossovers. So this graph is not a planar, we can say non-planar. Okay, so that is the planar graphs. Now in the next one we will say Euler formula. This is only for without any proof we are saying here. Let G be a connected planar graph, simple graph with E number of edges and V number of vertices. Let R be the number of regions in a planar graph representation of G, then R is equal to E minus V plus 2. Already actually we know what is E and V. E is nothing but mod E, we will take mod E nothing but number of edges. Mod V is nothing but number of vertices. Of course here we are taking E and V. Okay, now what is R? R is nothing but regions. Okay, for example, if you take the previous one, observe this graph. Here observe, region means a closed boundary between the area. Okay, that area is called as a region. Observe in this graph K4, observe for example a triangle AD and this edges are crossing here. So now better to take here planar graph. Okay, so in this planar graph if you observe a triangle ADB, okay, this is a closed boundary, this is a region. Inside this one ADB or ABD you can take, inside that portion is called as a region. Okay, and another region BCD, inside that one, that is another region. Okay, and another region you can observe ADC. Okay, through outer side edge, A to C, C to D, D to A. Observe this portion. Okay, so this is a region, and another region is also there. What is that region? A to B, B to C, C to again A, C to A is there, a line. So you can take that one. Okay, so you can take that one. So outer side of this one, that is another region. So how many regions are there? This is R1, this is R2, and inside here this one R3, and outer side of this one R4. So that is called as a region. Region means an area within the boundary of edges. Okay, closed, those edges should be closed. Okay, so like that we will find the regions. Then we will come to here the theorem. This theorem is called as Euler theorem. So how many regions you will get in a planar graph? That number of regions R is equal to number of edges minus number of vertices plus 2. Okay, that is equal to this one. Now we will see connected planar simple graph has 20 vertices each of degree 3. Into how many regions does a representation of this planar graph split the plane? Okay, So number of regions you can find here using the formula r equal to e minus v plus 2. Okay, if anyone is given, we can find out another one. R is given, e is given, we can find out v. If r and v given, we can find out e and v given, we can find out r. Now observe, in this problem vertices are given. How many vertices are there? 20 vertices are there. That is nothing but v equal to 20. Now sum of the degree of vertices is nothing but 2e. Already we have seen a theorem. 2e is equal to sum of the degree of vertices. Okay. Now how many vertices are there here? 20 vertices, and each having the degree 3. That means total how much will be there? Sum of the degrees is what? 20 into 3. That means 60 is nothing but sum of the degrees. Okay, that is equal to 2e. Okay, because sum of the degrees is equal to 2 into number of edges. Okay, so using that theorem, 2e equal to 60. Now e is equal to 60 by 3. That is nothing but 30. Okay, so we can calculate here number of edges through vertices also. Now by using this Euler formula, the number of vertices, the number of regions R is equal E minus V plus 2. So number of edges are 30 minus number of vertices 20 plus 2, that is equal to 12. So number of regions you will get 12 here. Okay, so this is so back side of page number 16. Thank you.